For some reason, people think that trading is some type of poker game, casino game, video game, something that you could just press buttons and then all of a sudden money just comes out. Maybe it's because of social media, maybe it's because I don't know. But I'm here to tell you guys, this is a business. Honestly, I hate when people in this industry try to hide how hard trading is. It's a hard thing to do. And the only reason why I can think of that is because maybe they're trying to sell a program or whatever. And guys, I get it, I sell programs too. But at the same time, you should at least tell the people how hard it is, right? You know, day trading is not easy. And honestly, a couple of people just come up on the top of my head. I'm not gonna name any names, but they make it seem like trading is easy and, you know, it's just like, oh, all you gotta do is open up a broker account and boom, you make money. But guys, this is a business and it's hard and you gotta grind. And honestly, I think, you know, now a lot of people are starting to realize it's hard, but you know, a lot of people don't care because they see the reward. They can see, wow, I can make $600 a day, $1,000 a day, you know, sometimes 5,000, 10,000, right? So they see the reward, so they don't care. Right? Same thing with me. I didn't care. You know, I knew, you know, this could be hard, but I didn't care because, you know, I saw the reward. And this is something that I definitely wanted to do. When I actually started day trading, I actually started with penny stocks. I day traded this penny stock. First day traded, guys, I think it was, I made around $600 and I was hooked. I was hooked, right? Of course, I lost it all, but you know, it's that reward that we are chasing. So yes, trading is hard, but once you get good at this, right, you can make more than doctors, lawyers, right? More than, you know, the average, and you only have to work maybe 2 to 3 hours a day and work anywhere around the world. So yes, people are going to chase this dream, and I don't blame them, okay? But you have to understand, in order to make it, guys, you have to treat trading like a business because it is a business. You have to trade like a business. So let's talk about how successful businesses just run in general so you can understand how to treat your trading like a business and understand the ins and outs. Now let's compare successful businesses and how we can actually translate that into trading. Well, first of all, when it comes to actually having a successful business, you have to have a business plan, right? And not only a business plan, a very specific business plan. And it has to be specific, guys. Okay, because think about it. If you're trying to go to the bank, right, to get a loan, small business loan or whatever type of loan, they want to see your business plan, and your business plan has to be very specific, right? So you should do the same thing with your trading. Now, in the beginning, you keep it as simple as possible. You should make it very simple to the point where a 5th grader could read it, right? So it has to be a step-by-step plan. So step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. Step 3, do this, right? And I can give you a good example, okay? Step 1, check the higher time frame. Step 2, mark down your levels. Step 3, look at, you know, the direction of the market. Step 4, wait for a reaction at a key level. Step 5, right, into the market when you see a setup. Your trading plan has to be that specific, right? So let's talk about another thing when it comes to successful businesses, right? All successful businesses have losses. It doesn't matter if they're paying for marketing. It could be employees stealing from them. It can be, you know, just customers stealing from them. It can be, you know, them spending money on inventory. So you have to understand all successful businesses have losses. So the same thing with trading, guys. You're gonna have losses, right? You can't escape that. Now, I want you to look at your losses like it's an investment, right? It's just like you buying inventory. Because if you have a clothing store and you buy inventory, guess what? That's a loss because you didn't make any money yet, okay? You're just buying that inventory so you can actually make future profits, right? Same thing with trading. Let's say you have 10 trades. Let's say out of 10 trades, you're gonna win 7 and you're gonna lose 3. Now, let's say that we are risking $100 each trade. So you made $700 and you lost $300. So 7 minus 3, $400. Now, in order to make that $400, you had to invest that $300, okay? That's how you have to look at it, guys. You have to look at it in a way where your losers are an investment and it's like a down payment for your future wins. So you are putting down a down payment so you can actually experience future wins. You have to understand it because a lot of people just worry about losing too much, and you have to understand it's part of business. Now, the next thing successful businesses do, they do research and development. Basically, they are researching their market. They are collecting data so they understand their market. I'm quite sure you went to a store and ordered something online and you had to fill out a survey. Guess what? They are collecting data when you fill out that survey because they understand, all right, this person basically found me through Google or whatever the case is. They know that once they collect that information, they can actually improve or get better in the future. So how do we do this in trading? Well, we collect data by back testing. So you have to back test your setup, back test everything, guys, right? Your behavior, everything, so you understand what works and you can actually improve when it comes to your trading. Now, the next thing successful businesses do is they actually focus on usually one market, right, at a time. Maybe two, but usually one market. So let's say, back in the days, it was like what, Yellow Pages, right? Nowadays is what, Google Ads. So they say, okay, let's run a Google ad campaign, right? And they focus on that first and they get better. Okay. And eventually they probably look at other markets, but in the beginning, they focus on one market. Let me dominate this one market first. Now with trading, you do the same thing. You focus on one market, right? You focus on what market do you want to trade? Okay. Do you want to trade stocks, Forex, futures, crypto, whatever? Focus on that. Okay, maybe eventually you can, add a little bit more, but focus on one market, focus on that and get good at that, right? Now, the next thing successful businesses do, they invest in training. They invest in training because they understand, if I can literally understand my market at a high level, I can really make a lot of money. So what they do is they hire other people. They hire consultants, they hire, coaches, they hire, the top people to come to work for their business so their business can run smoothly and operate at a high level, right? They are willing to invest in education to train their employees. So how can we do that with trading? Same thing, guys. You have to invest into your education, programs, seminars, whatever the case is. Invest into your training because that's going to help you understand the market at a high level and perform at a high level. Now, the next thing is know thy customer. Every single successful business owner understands their customers, right? Because how can you really serve your customer, right, if you don't understand them? So again, it goes back to, they will do surveys. They will, maybe go to their competitors and look at what their competitors are doing. They want to know, okay, where their customers are spending time at. They want to know their behavior. They want to know everything. Same thing with trading, guys. You have to know your setups. Know thy setups. Know the setups that you're good at. Know the setups that you're not good at. Understand your setups because that's going to help you perform at a high level because okay, this right here, I know I'm not taking that. I don't care if, things look good. I'm not taking that setup. I'm not taking it, right? Or the days to trade, okay? And the days not to trade. That is a very good skill to have. Another thing successful business owners do is they niche down. It actually goes back to what we were just talking about, know thy customer. You want to niche down because you can't serve everybody, especially if your business just specializes in a certain thing, right? You can't just reach everybody, all right? So you have to understand that it's okay to niche down. Same thing with trading. When you have a specific setup, understand that's your setup and trade that. You don't have to be trading a million other things, right? Just because you took a loss, right? And you see somebody winning with, I don't know, smart money concept, you're gonna say, oh man, I think I need to trade that. And then when you lose with that, you see Fibonacci, oh, I think I need to trade with that. No, know your setup, have a niche, and focus on that. Because again, it goes back to less is more. When you just focus on your setup instead of focus on every other setup, right? Your setup alone is going to make you money because you know that setup. And you don't have to be that person that's just taking every little trade just because the market is open. No, guys, even if you don't have to trade today, even if your setup didn't come, oh well, tomorrow's a new day, right? So have a niche, right? Have a trading setup that you really like and focus on that. Now, another thing that successful businesses do is they expand, right? Whenever they get really good at, what they are doing, they are looking to expand, right? So they might open up franchises or they might open up new locations, right? And how can we, use that with trading? Well, we could do the same thing. If we are doing really good and let's say, for example, I don't know, you only trade in 2 markets now, maybe you can expand to 4 markets or looking at 5 markets. Or maybe you could say, all right, I want to swing trade. Okay, I'm day trading right now. Let me expand and go to, some swing trading opportunities, right? You can do the same thing with trading. So when you get to a certain level, you can definitely expand so you can have more opportunities. Now, another thing when it comes to successful businesses, right? They understand that every single month is not going to look the same. Some months are going to be slow, some months are going to be good, and you have to understand that. You can't complain about, okay, oh, it's Christmas time, so, it's going to be slow, it's choppy, whatever the case is, guys. Understand that it's slow. A couple things you can do is maybe you can size down or maybe, don't trade at all. But understand that that is part of the business. You're gonna have hot months, right? And you're gonna have slow months. Now, when it comes to businesses, right, successful businesses, understand that they have a high failure rate too. I think the stat is 85% of businesses within 5 years fail. And when it comes to restaurant businesses, man, I think the stat was, last time I checked, was 90% of restaurant businesses fail, right? So you have to understand that it's not just trading, because the stat when it comes to trading is 90% fail. Well, it's with anything else, okay? So don't think that this trading is hard. No, it doesn't matter what you do in life, okay? It's going to be hard. So understand the failure rate. And if you don't want to be part of the 85% or 90%, okay, work your butt off. Make sure you study. Make sure you put in that work, and make sure you just grind and not give up for a long time, okay? Honestly, you know, for at least 10 years plus, not give up. Now, another thing to actually run a successful business, you have to have a schedule, guys, right? You're gonna see that they have a schedule, right? It could be 9 to 5, it can be, you know, 10 to 11, whatever the case is, they have a schedule. So when you are trading, guys, you have to treat your trading like a business. Have a schedule. My schedule is 9:30 to 12. I'm looking at the market 9:30 all the way to 12. Now, just because it's 9:30 to 12 doesn't mean I'm trading 9:30 all the way to 12. It just means that I'm looking for opportunities, because sometimes, you know, opportunities might come at 11:30 a.m., okay? And then I take that trade. Or sometimes opportunities might come at 10 a.m., right? If I take a good trade, I'm done for the day. I don't have to wait all the way to 12 p.m., okay? But have a schedule, because you don't want to be trading all day or, you know, all night. Because I remember, you know, looking at a couple of, you know, of my students. I mean, this one dude, I can't, man, this dude was trading in the morning, afternoon, after the bell, at night. I'm like, yo, bro, like, first of all, you just traded, you know, 9 a.m. What are you doing at 8 p.m. trading again? Like, bro, this dude was trading all day. No, you can't do that. You're going to wear yourself out. You're going to have burnout. Guys, have a schedule and stick to that schedule. Now, another thing that successful business owners do is they scale, okay? So when they have a winning campaign, so let's say that they are running ads, right? They have a winning campaign, right? They will see that, okay, this campaign is winning. Let me add more to it, right? Let me increase it. Let me put more money to this campaign so we can actually make more money. How can we do that with trading? Well, same thing with trading. If you know a certain setup, okay, is winning more than other setups, right? Guess what? You can add a little bit more to that winner, right? You say, all right, you know, I have data, you know, I proved to myself that I can actually trade this setup. Let me add a little bit more capital to this setup, right? So you can do the same thing. You can scale with your trading too. Once you know, prove to yourself that you can actually do this, and once you have data to back that up, boom, you can scale and actually make more money on certain trades. Now, the last thing I'm gonna talk about when it comes to, you know, successful businesses, they don't really care about the daily, you know, profit, guys. You know, a lot of you guys, especially new traders, oh, I want to make $50 a day. Oh, I want to make $100 a day. I mean, that's nice and all, but guys, forget about trying to make a certain amount per day, okay? Worry about monthly profits or quarterly profits, right? Most successful businesses, they are looking at quarterly profits or, you know, yearly profits, right? You know, sometimes month by month, right? Thinking that way, right? Stop looking at daily profits. Look at your monthly profits or quarterly profits, right? Just because you had a bad month last month doesn't mean that your next 3 months is going to be bad. So if you had a bad month last month, guess what? You have 3 more months, okay, before that quarter ends. So look at it that way, because once you understand that trading is not black and white, some months are going to be slow. Some months you might have a break-even month. Some months, you know, are going to be great. Understand, right? As long as you're following your process, in the long run, you should have profits at the end of the quarter or at the end of the year, right? So look at it that way. So I hope that this video made you look at trading in a different way, because a lot of people come in this business and they think it's some type of side hustle or video game or whatever the case is, and they don't, you know, treat it like a business, guys. Trading is a business, right? So I want to just sit down, give you guys some gems, right? Because this is what I do on these episodes, right? This is Real Trading Talk, episode 2. So I'm here to give you guys knowledge, help you guys understand yourself, and help you understand the trading world at a high level. So that's all I have for you guys. Make sure you keep up the good work.